What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to TD Phins Talk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans, guys. We are live right now on YouTube for our midday show. Shout out to the first person in the room, Angel. What's up with you, homie? Poseidon just checked in the room. Who's going to be the first mod to check in? EM Dolphin, what's good, my brother? Let me make sure. I don't even know why. Let me make sure I take care of EM Dolphin real quick. Get that wrench on him. Nice. What's up, Pat Presents? How are you? Horsey hair from the Bahamas in the house. What's up, DT30? J-Rock, I see you. I'm great, man. Julian, enjoying them days off, huh? What's good with you, man? I'm great, man. I'm great. I am great. Y'all hit that like button on your way in the room. God bless you too, Polaroid Black. I see you, J Rose. What's up, Robin? Woo! What am I talking about today? A little of this, a little of that, and a little bit of whatever you want to talk about. G Firm 456, shout out to you, homie. Much love. Much love for you, my brother. I'm glad you with me too, man. Hi, trying to get motivated for the night shift. Hey, Jenny, just breathe positivity, baby. Get motivated for that night shift. You know what will motivate you for the night shift? Make sure you got a plan for your life and how that night shift is going to elevate you to the next level in your life. When you're on that night shift, think about your future and what you want to do, what your real goals and aspirations are. Hopefully that's motivation enough. Yeah. Slam 1376, what's up with you, man? And what's up with all the Phins family around the world? Y'all hit that like button on your way in the room. Trying my very best not to lose my voice. It may be starting to alter and sound a little different, but it don't slow me down. It keeps me moving. I just keep feeling myself, y'all. You know what time it is. Good life. Good vibes. Oh, yeah. Man, it's something about this music just make you feel good, man. Just make you feel real good, man. Where do you get your Dolphin gear from, man? I need some of from my man cave. Bro, truth is, this Dolphin gear is nothing. Nothing compared to all the stuff the wife had for me up in the closets and stuff. It's crazy, man. Matter of fact, she had just bought several shirts for me, and I can't even find them. It's like 4 Dolphin shirts she bought for me last week. Can't even find them. It's crazy. I just got to do a better job searching. Where is Waldo? I don't know. We need some jam pony. Man. What's up, Finsanity5? Shout out to the mod squad. Who was the first mod in the building? Julian Wilson was the first mod, the homie Julian. Check him out at the National Hotel down in South Beach, Collins Avenue, baby. That's the chef, baby. What's up with you, Pete? Pete says, sup, everyone. You ready for Miami Dolphins to start winning? Hit that like button. And Phins win Sunday. Then the next Miami Dolphins are ready. I agree with you, Pete. But you know what, Phins fans? You know how we haven't really known a lot of things lately? You know, when we win here, when we win there, I'm going to give you our first guarantee of the season. You ready for this? I'm going to give you the first guarantee of the season. You ready for this guarantee? I guarantee the Miami Dolphins does not lose this Sunday. Y'all like what I did there? Some of y'all will get it, some of y'all won't. Some of y'all will get it, some of you won't. Oh, man, I'm just having some fun, y'all. TD, where are you on the Phins side or Dallas side? The wife had us on the Dallas side. She snuck that in on us. But that's all right. That's all right, man. I need Goff and Brandon Cook to go off tonight. Yes, Seahawks versus the Rams. We'll be live on Down with the Downs tonight for that game. So check us out on my other channel, Down with the Downs. That's the one with me and the wife. We enjoy ourselves together. You get to see the family life. Yes. Can't lose if you don't play. You got it, Poseidon. But hey, I can't be wrong if we don't play. Oh man, my music done cut out. The music done cut out. I've been vibing. I'm gonna hang out in the chat section for a little bit, see how everybody doing. Let's see if y'all can hit that like button real quick. We got 30 people in the room, only 12 likes. You ain't gotta be Matt Burke. Matt Burke even disliked the morning show this morning. Leave it to Matt Burke, only he could. Go! I think we were in the same section. Probably worse, Slam. If you're talking to me. Like the podcast with Phins and Mr. Ballgame. Yes, that was a classic. We coming back next Tuesday. Y'all better be ready. You better be ready. I think we were in the same section. Oh, I read that. Your sister channel is amazing, TD. Yes, Phins. Shout out to everybody who's already went over and checked out my sister's channel. She's a great designer, guys. She used to design weddings and do different events for a lot of amazing people. And she just loves that type of work. And she just decided to convert her work into YouTube and show other people what she does. And she's going to have tutorials coming up on how she does it. So go check out her channel. The link is in my community tab. You'll see a post where I gave her a special shout out with the link. She posted her first video today. It's called Bon Appetit. Eat if you dare. It's a Halloween theme, a dinner setup. You're going to like it. Go check it out, y'all. Woo! Jenny, thank you so much. If Steelers and Texas lose this Sunday, that's actually a win for the Dolphins. I agree. Man. You know what's even crazier, man? You know what's even crazier in this league right now? Have you seen some of the big boards coming out? Have you actually seen some of the big boards coming out? We turn it down a little. We still vibing. TV Fans Talk merch is fire. Hey, Pap, have you checked out my merch? The link is in the description below. Y'all go check out my merch store. It's called TD Phins Shop. TD Phins Shop. All right? So go check out my merch, guys. It's in the link in the description below. If you want to support the channel, you can always purchase some of the merch that we have in the store. That's just the my first line sitting in the store. So y'all go check it out. Got some new things in there. Hope you like it. Let me know what you think. I'm glad that you like it, Pap. I'm not sure if you got anything in there, but I'm glad that you like it. All right. I'm definitely glad that you like it. All right. People have been sending me a lot of notifications lately. People have been sending me a lot of messages lately. Okay. First off, let me make sure my focus is good on the camera. I want to get a good focus. I want to get the best focus. There we go. There go a good focus. There we go. We'll get it off. Okay. People have been hitting me up a lot lately, man. I've been getting those, not death threats, but y'all know what I mean. Dolphin threats. TD, man, you're starting to piss me off. You're starting to make me mad. You're starting to upset me, man. You're starting to upset me, man. Why are you around here wanting to win games, man? Why? I mean, gosh, you're going to mess around and we're going to miss out on Tua, man. That's what they're saying. People are literally messaging me, TD, man, you're going to get what you asked for, man. You're going to regret this, man. You're trying to get us to win games, man. Why would we do that, man? We're going to miss out on Tua, man. Can someone answer me in the comment section? When has tanking ever worked out for a team? I'll wait. I'm going to wait about 30 seconds because I want a real good answer. When has tanking ever worked for a team? And we act like this is a normal thing that happens in the NFL and it pays off. When has tanking worked for a team? In the NFL, insanity. In the NBA, one player can make a difference because one player can score 10 baskets in a row and don't need any team help. So can anybody tell me, in the history of the NFL, when has tanking ever worked for a team? And how about, let's not even say tanking. Let's not even say tanking. An NFL team, guys. Let's not even say tanking. Let's say a really bad team that was trying to win, but they sucked so bad, they won no games, they won one game, they won 2 games, they won 3 games. When has it ever worked out? When? When has it ever worked out? Someone said the Rams. So who did the Rams tank for? Watch this. Who did the Rams tank for? I'm just curious. Who did they tank for? Goff. They tanked for Goff. Now, first of all, are we making an assumption, first of all, that they tanked or they just sucked and ended up getting the best draft pick? Number one. Number two, I'm curious, y'all. Is Goff an elite quarterback? Is Goff an elite quarterback? See, people think, well, he went to a Super Bowl. Is he an elite quarterback? See, I knew I was going to get somebody sucked in. They go, Logan, they winning. No, that ain't what we asked. See, you know when you got somebody's cornered, when you got a corner, so they don't want to answer the question directly. I say, is he an elite quarterback? And I hear they're winning. He's winning games. I didn't ask that. It was a yes or no question. That's when you know you got people cornered. When they won't answer the question straight up. Now we get an answer. If we get an answer on the third answer, it's hard to put any validity behind the answer. I would agree with that big 2X. Goff is a system quarterback. Goff is a system quarterback. No, I wouldn't say Goff is average. I would say Goff is slightly above average. I wouldn't put him at average. I would just say he's slightly above it. See, Goff is the representation of a above average quarterback that's not elite, that has the weapons around him, that makes him not look like a liability and makes him look real solid and good. This is why I keep saying that's all you need in the NFL. Goff can't even call audibles on his own. Frank C. I don't know. I haven't studied Goff's game enough to check out whether he can call audibles or not, so I don't know how true that is. But I'll take your word for it to a degree. But isn't it funny that a quarterback like Goff can get the job done? No, he didn't win a Super Bowl, but we know what I'm saying here. And Phins75 makes an amazing point. Goff has struggled without Gurley running game. And that is so true. It's no different from Dak Prescott, ladies and gentlemen. Dak Prescott is an above average quarterback who looks elite at times because he has a great running game and a great protection and great defense. And as soon as they strip away the running game, he doesn't look the same. How did Jared Goff look last week? Could I interest anyone in that? How did Jared Goff look last week? Because some of you all started this by saying, when I asked the question, has tanking ever worked for a team? And you said the Rams. But you're putting their success as if it's because of the quarterback. But none of us can sit here and say that he's an elite quarterback that makes the difference. So I'm going to repeat that, and we're going to eliminate the Rams in this scenario because it's just not true. So let's repeat the question. And who did they tank for, Wedson? Who did the Rams tank for, Wedson? Because he's holding the press right now. He said Rams didn't tank for Goff though. Okay. He said they didn't tank at all. That was my sentiments that they didn't. But people were throwing it out there. What's up, Dudley Durong? He said, hey, TD, devil's advocate here. LOL, 89 Cowboys. It worked. 89 Cowboys, you're saying that it worked. But was that a new coach, Doug? Was it a new coach? Was it a new coach just cleaning out all of the old and making his team his identity? See, there's a difference between tanking and clearing it out and making everything your own, like we're doing. That's why I continue to say we're not tanking. We're clearing it all out, making it our own. It's unfair to the newest coaches to come in and have to deal with the mistakes of the past. And some of them may have not have been mistakes, but it's still not that coach's guys. If a coach is supposed to be hired based off of their vision of the team, and the owner and the general manager wants to see that vision play out and work, then you got to go through the process of allowing that coach to fully explore that vision. This is why I don't listen to people when they say, oh, Belichick's tree always sucks. That's not true. You're taking it out of context. Belichick's tree doesn't always suck. It just sucks that they go into situations where they're stuck with certain players for years. They're stuck. Oh, I'm going into a new situation. Here's my quarterback. Is his contract almost up? No, I'm sorry. We had just signed him, re-signed him last year. You got 4 more years. Crap. All through the roster. All through the roster, man. Doug said, yep, we are the few that think we aren't tanking. I call this a hard reset. Exactly. A hard reset that you push the button and you hold it down. You hold it down. Matter of fact, it's such a reset when you hold it down and it cut off and you turn it back on, you put some kind of code in the root as well to reboot. This isn't a case of, hey, keep all my software. We just gonna push this button, but keep my software down. Keep all the stuff I downloaded after the day that I purchased it. Hold on to all that stuff. That would be tanking. And I like it, Doug. Doug said, and that code is 120 million and 7 picks in the first 3 rounds. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. So I repeat to you all, I asked the question again because the Rams are out of the equation. When has tanking ever worked for a NFL team? I'm still looking for it. When has it ever worked? But right now, I have people hitting me up in the comment section and sending me direct emails and messages. Bro, you're messing things up. I don't know why you're writing this narrative. You're ridiculous, man. Why do you want to win games? You're going to make us miss out on Tua. First of all, how am I going to make us miss out on him? How am I going to make us miss out on him? I guess they do believe his power in the tongue. And they're scared that I'm a wheel through positivity, a W for the Dolphins, baby. But come on, man. Come on. I don't know a situation, and maybe once or twice it probably happened in NFL history. I don't know. But I don't know. But I have seen some teams that we would think is tanking. In the last 20 years, we probably got about 15 teams that tried to tank. But it didn't work out. In the last 20 years, I'm going to guess that there were probably about 15 teams that tried to tank. Browns probably did it 20 times. I don't know. But there were probably 15 teams that tried to tank. And I don't know one that has been successful and got a guy that turned their franchise around. I just don't. So this whole notion of tanking for a specific guy, why are people excited about that idea when it's never worked in the NFL, in the history that I know of the NFL? Just hasn't worked. And defending it so much that they're arguing with people that wants to win games. Why? Why would you want us to win games? Like I've never even, I don't even know how this is possible for people to have such a narrative. How is it possible for anyone to have such a narrative? Just don't understand. Just doesn't understand that for the life of me. It makes no sense. Everything I pull up right now, headline, draft race, number 1, Broncos join hunt for Tua. Cardinals and Bengals as well. Man, this amazes me. They say they call me now. I got an asterisk next to my name. They call me the Tua hater now. That's what they call me, the Tua hater. Because I don't want to waste the first round pick on them. Do you all know on majority of the scouting boards what number Tua is? Do you all know what number Tua is on a scouting board? Like for best players coming out of college. I ain't talking about just quarterbacks. Do you all know what number he is? Does anybody know what number Tua is? Good job, Weston. Weston is spot on, man. Tua is the 4th ranked player coming out of college right now. 4th. He's the 4th best player coming out of college. 4th. Guess who a lot of people have on their big board as the number 1 now? Ooh, let's see if y'all get this. Let's see if y'all get this. Guess who many people have moved up to their number 1 player in the draft? Number 1 player in the draft. Guess who the number 1 player in the draft is? And I'm gonna do y'all. I'm gonna do y'all a favor. It ain't even Chase Young. Ooh, ooh! I saw it today. Y'all ain't gonna believe who the number 1 player is on the board coming out of college. It ain't Chase Young. It ain't Delpit. Oh, there you go. You got it. Judy. Oh, my gosh. So you mean to tell me Tua's wide receiver is a higher draft prospect than him now? Kid caught 5 touchdowns last week, runs a 4.3. Ooh, top flight of the world, Craig. People have moved him up to the number 1 prospect in the draft. In the draft, Tua's wide receiver is the number 1 prospect. Above him, ladies and gentlemen. Let me pull up some information because I ain't even follow him that much, man. Oh, wow. I put his information in. Now I see an article today that says the ideal prospect for the Miami Dolphins is Jerry Jeudy, not Tua. I know that's somebody's opinion talking about him, and that's a Phins fanatic wrote an article on that today. I'm going to check that out later. But wow, your receiver is a higher prospect than you. So that makes me wonder, what if he didn't have Jeudy? What if he didn't have Judy? He's from Deerfield Beach, huh? Okay, he from the crib. He from down south. He's from down south. Hey, TD, you're absolutely right. People don't get it. History has proved that everyone who has followed the pattern of repeating the same concept of drafting chosen QB, they never succeed. And you know, never is a strong statement, but it's arguably true. You're right, Wes, and even without Jerry, they got all 5 stars. But you know what? If we actually look at what this kid's been doing, man. See, and the crazy thing is, usually someone like him will get high praise but get overlooked because of someone like Tua. But this is the rare occasion that I couldn't even imagine them actually showing the proper recognition to him when you got a star QB. That's a shocker to me. That tells you this kid must be the real deal. When he's a higher prospect than his quarterback that everybody's talking about, what's up, Ron? You must have just came in the room. And Ron loves him some Tua, so I want to know what he's thinking about this. Jerry Jeudy is a higher drive prospect than Tua. Interesting. Now everyone is going to say Tank for a wide receiver. Oh my gosh. Let me tell y'all something though. Let me tell y'all something real talk. I've been really thinking long and hard about our draft. I've been really thinking, hold on. Y'all give me a second. I think I hear something. Y'all hold on. Give me a second. Whew. Appreciate it, guys. Had a certified mail, had to sign for. Oh, man. Wonder what it is, actually. Should have opened it. But anywho, man. We're back, guys. That's according to Mel Kiper. You're reaching right now. Well, I'm not sure who he's talking to. What's this? I'm gonna have to check out what Julian telling me. Julian, if you're in the chat, I'm gonna check it out after the stream, bro. I'm gonna check it out after the stream. Open it, TV. No, it's something for the kids. I think it's from their auntie, but it's like certified, like she asked for to be signed for. It's early, but the top 3 guys are Tua, Young, and Judy. All right. So, well, no. I've seen a few things that have Tua in the top 3, but actually, truth be told, the crazy thing is he's having a good time in college. But every time I see it, he's 1. Now he's been 2 on a lot of them. Now he's been 3 on a lot of them. And some of them I saw today, he's 4th. He's 4th because they're recognizing a lot more talent that's coming out. But anywho, let's get back to what I was thinking, y'all. I've been really thinking hard about these picks that we have. And I'm going to be honest, I'm kind of thinking that we're going to draft at about if we continue to do the way we've been doing, but we're going to win. But if we do continue on this path, we're going to draft around 8, 10. No, let me back up. 3, 8, and 17. That's what I think. 3, 8, 17. I really think we're going to draft 3, 8, and 17. Okay? 3, 8, 17. Here's what I think we're actually going to do. We're going to take that 17th pick and pair it with one of our second round picks and move down to about 11, around 11 or 12, around 11. We're going to take that 17th pick and a second round pick and move somewhere around 11. I really do think so. I really do think so. We're also going to take that 8th round pick, take another second round pick, and move down to about 5. So I think when it's all said and done, people are underestimating those 3 second round picks we have, what we can turn those into. We can turn 2 of those second round picks into us eventually picking 3, 5, and 8. 3, 5, and 8. 3, 5, and 8. Now, what if someone told you right now we would be picking 3, 5, and 8? If someone told you we would be picking 3, 5, and 8, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Let me go ahead and pull up a draft. Big board. Three, 5, and 8. This year coming up, Matt. This year coming up, man. I'm just going to pull up a random draft prospect ranking. Pete said 1, 2, 3. Ron said 2, 5, 11. You're right, 2, 5, 11. You're right. Move from 8 to 5 and 11. I said that wrong. 2, 5, 11. Yes. If we were picking 2, 5, 11. That would be so freaking scary, man. That would be scary. 2, 5, 11? Shout out to you, Esteban. No way the Steelers aren't going number 2. You missed it, Joe. I said the Steelers would be going. No, I didn't say they would be number 2. I said if the Dolphins end up being number 2. Even though I said 3. But 2, 5, 11. That's if the Dolphins get the second pick. That's if the Steelers get the 8th pick, but we trade our 8th pick and the second pick and move down to 5. Would you even do that? Would you take your 5th overall pick, your 8th overall pick, just to move and add a second round pick just to move up to 5? Would you do that? Y'all let me know in the comment section. Would you do that? Just curious. Hell yeah. No. Do what again? No. Would you take your 8th overall pick and add a second just to move up to number 5? It's situational. The right answer should be it depends on who up there available at number 5. That should be the right answer. All right, I just pulled up a random big board for the draft. 2020 NFL draft prospect rankings. This is CBS is has this one. Just a random one. I don't have no bias to this. No bias to this. Jeff Okudah, the cornerback out of Ohio State, is the number 1 overall prospect on this board. (6'1", 200 pounds. Larger version of Denzel Ward. He's the number 1 on this board. Chase Young is 2. Tua is number 3. The linebacker Isaiah Simmons is number 4. Javon Kinlaw is number 5. Christian Fulton, the cornerback, is number 6. Is this a cornerback-friendly draft? Justin Herbert, number 7. Andrew Thomas, Jerris Judy's number 9 on this one. No, keep your picks. Hell no. Hey, TD, love your talk earlier today. Appreciate you, Nico. Appreciate you. If someone I want and need is available. Hell no, Rashard, that's all I've been saying. QB is overrated. We need a game manager, a running back, and a defense. I just think it's so wild that we have all these picks and all these assets. Draft day is going to be a wild day. Where's the draft next year? Somebody help me out. Where's the draft? Where's the draft? Vegas. Oh, my gosh. Vegas. I got to start making some phone calls. I got to figure out how I can get in the building. I'm talking about on the floor like I was when it was in Dallas. Not in the stands with the general. I'm talking about on the floor where the players come to you and they take pictures with you after they select it. I got to figure out how to get in the building. I gotta hit all my contacts up with the Dolphins and see who's ahead, who's in charge of that department, the fan club. I have to. I gotta be in Vegas. I have to be in Vegas. I couldn't imagine not being in Vegas. Oh my gosh, this is the draft. Oh my gosh, you talking about some real them some live streams, man. Them would be some wild live streams because we active in the whole thing. We'll be active in the whole thing. When is the draft? When is the draft again? I got to start making plans, man. I have to start making plans. Some of y'all might want to make them too, because I got to be in the building. I'm thinking about hitting that myself. This is actually like a draft that would be an actual good event for the Miami Dolphins because of how many picks we have. This would actually be a great event. This would be a great event. This would, you're in the fray of a lot of your future. You get to see these guys walk across the board. Like if somebody told you they could have put you in Zach Thomas's draft, they could have put you in Jason Taylor's draft, they could have put you in Dan Marino's draft, you would go. I would go. This is the draft where you get the right to say, I was there when you got drafted. I was there when he was drafted at the draft. Our future stars. Like, I can see if we had one pick in every round and it's like, oh, yeah, I was there when Minkah Fitzpatrick got drafted. He ain't even on the freaking team no more. I was actually there. Walked right past me in his white suit. I was there. And he done ruined my memory by not even being a Dolphin. He done ruined my memory by not even being a freaking Dolphin. I went and got his jersey and everything. Ruined my memory. But I tell you what, you go to this 2020 draft, it's going to have to take a lot of bad things to happen for your memories to be ruined. Because a lot of these players are going to be on this team for a long time. And hopefully the quarterback, the cornerback, the defensive end that's with us for 15 years, and it's a Hall of Famer. You can look back 20 years later and it was like, man, I remember the day he was drafted. I was there. I was there. I was there. Yeah, I'm making plans. April. It's in April. April 23rd, somebody said. Just checking my quick calendar in my head right now. April 23rd, huh? Yeah, I got to make some phone calls. Because you know every team has a fan club that gets exclusive rights to be on the floor. It's like 20 people get to come in. It's like 20 or 25 people every team, and every team has their own section. Man, it's crazy in the room. I ain't talking about where everybody, all the fans sit up in the stands. I'm talking about on the floor. It is crazy. It is crazy. It's fun. It's all of these fans are going crazy and wild. It is crazy. Unfortunately, when I went, I had to go in with the Atlanta Falcons because a friend of mine was like the president of the fan club, and they were coming to Dallas, and there was a friend of mine, and he was like, "Hey, we got an extra ticket if you want to roll." Yeah, I want to roll. Kept sneaking over to my Dolphins section and stuff. But I got to get in that one. And I remember going over to the Dolphin section. I ain't trying to call nobody out, but I was like, man, y'all ain't representing right. Y'all ain't representing right. Everybody out here loud, rooting. People brought drums and stuff. They beating drums. Like they brought props. And they put the Dolphins in the first row. And they sitting there. Like everybody just like, come on, get up off your feet. Represent. Represent, man. I got to figure that out. I got to contact my contacts and see who's in charge of the fan club, of the fan group. And I got to be on that list to be in Las Vegas in April. All access for 3 days. I can see CTD causing a ruckus. That's right, baby. I tell you what, we don't draft who we want to draft. I'm going across the stage streaking. It's going to be national news, baby. It's going to be national news. Hey, Miami Dolphins, if you're watching that, I'm just playing. Don't say you don't want me there anymore. I was just kidding. Please forgive me. I shouldn't say things like that. Oh, man. Man, I'm going to figure it out, though. I'm going to figure it out. In worst case scenario, if I don't find myself on the floor, I'll still go and be in the stands, man, because that's an event. That's an experience. We are going to witness at a minimum about 10 players drafted in some really high picks, man. Really high picks. Man. But anywho. Back to what we were saying earlier, guys. So for all those who keep sending me emails and say I'm a certified Tua hater, I never said anything bad about the kid in his game. I don't know where people keep getting that from. I never said anything bad about the kid. I just said I wouldn't draft him at number 1 overall. I just wouldn't, man. It's so many great players coming out, and it feels good to know that we're going to get a piece of the pie, a larger piece than everybody else of the pie. Larger piece than everybody else. Hey, TD, we'll go to jail together acting the fool up in there. Hey, Donald and Irene Young, Miami Dolphins. That was Donald and Irene Young. I do not share his thought process on that. I will be a model citizen for the Miami Dolphins if in the building, and I will represent with class, dignity, and pride for our team. Man, y'all crack me up. I just signed up at NFL on location.com for the package. Tickets on sale early 2020. TD, don't forget about me and Finsanity 5, please. Hey, I won't, Julian, but I don't know if that's how it works. I don't know if they say, hey, TD, grab 25 fans and let's go. Nah, they'd be like, okay, you can go. I'd be like, well, I have two other people. You can't go. I don't know how that works, so I don't know. But trust me, if I had an opportunity where they say, hey, you and a certain amount of people can come, listen, hey, we'll have some, hey, man, I can't guarantee anybody tickets, but I'll tell you this, Fin75 and Julian, y'all are beyond top prospects. And the only reason I say that is because I also got to be fair. But y'all know what time it is. You already know what time it is. Because what if they only give me one ticket? Then I got to decide, like, ooh, who do I like the most? My wife, so she got to go. I'm just saying. Oh, man. So, TD, is there a way that Tua can change your mind by the end of this season? Joe, it'll be hard to, and here's why. First of all, if I did have any change of heart, it's because the LSU and the Auburn game, he balled the heck out and dominated those teams with his presence. And that ain't got to come in the form of 40 points or nothing. He played really well against them. And then the SEC championship, he showed out. And then he went to the big dance, obviously. And, he played well. That's it. Just you got 4 games. He has 4 games, potentially, if he makes it that far. He has 4 games to prove himself to me. But he's already at a disadvantage for me. This isn't no fault of his, is what you got to understand. It's no fault of Tua's why he's at a disadvantage for me. The reason why he's at a disadvantage for me is because we already got a quarterback that's good enough to get it done. Rosen is just as good as Jared Goff, if you ask me, if Rosen was the quarterback for the Rams. If Rosen was behind Jared Goff's line last year, his defense and all of that stuff, they might still be in the Super Bowl. That's all I'll be saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'll be saying. If Rosen was the quarterback for the Rams last year, they still might have been in the Super Bowl. It's that simple, man. Draft Tua and Judy and Trey Rosen. Draft running back on O-line, and Miami Dolphins will win. Pete, you want to trade Rosen, man. You was the biggest advocate of Rosen. Man, I am surprised. Would Rosen still making late reads and throwing the ball a little too late with the Rams? I see what you're saying. You're asking the question. Here's what I would say to that, Wedson. It's an unfair comment, and here's why. We always talk about how Rosen throws the ball late and X, Y, and Z, this, that, and this. Let me tell you something. Characteristics for a player changes when the situation changes. Do you know that a quarterback that's always under duress gives certain characteristics versus when they're no longer under duress and you're like, oh, wow. Oh, wow. I truly do believe that. When the situation changes, you won't see that same play. You won't see the late reads. And even if you saw the late reads, you'll never know because the man probably wide open from having longer to throw the ball. That's the point. But regardless, I still think the Rams would be in the Super Bowl if Rosen was their quarterback. And I'm shocked that nobody arguing that right now because probably some of y'all believe it. Even if you don't believe it, you don't not believe it enough to dispute it. Because you're probably like, well, I don't know, but maybe, but I don't know. That's good enough. That's good enough. But you see how that works? You see how that works? He probably would be good enough in the Rams team, but we don't want to just build our team and allow him to be good enough. Newsflash, ladies and gentlemen. 1 out of every 50 quarterbacks come in with everything you need. 1 out of 50 quarterbacks come in playing like Patrick Mahomes. 1 out of every 50. I ain't talking about he's good, see, some of y'all probably, the people that saying no way, you're thinking, I'm talking about like zero flaws, man. I ain't talking about the one that's real good. Yeah, he can work on that, but he's real good. No, I'm talking about only 1 out of like every 50 come out with everything. To a number 50. Well, I need him to be number 1. How about that, Elberts? They say, cut it out, TD. Yeah. I saw this post on Facebook. And I had to do my research, make sure it wasn't a fake post. But it was actually a correct post. It was real. It was real. Let me go to it. Because let me tell you what we really be arguing all the time. Let me tell y'all what we be arguing about. An elite quarterback. That's what everybody wants in the draft, an elite quarterback. They don't want another Cam Newton who's really good and after he get off his rookie deal, he's whatever. Everybody's really arguing that the guy they want is an elite quarterback. Let's see something. Let's go back to 2007. Here are all the first-round picks in 2007. Y'all tell me who's elite. I ain't talking about really good that don't even win, Super Bowls. I'm talking about really good. I'm talking about elite. Because that's what we're arguing here. That's what we're arguing here. If I said, would you take Flacco or Tua? People would be telling me Tua, man. Tua. So they don't want above average. They want elite. That's what I mean when I say 1 out of every 50. So let's go. Watch this. We're going to start in 2007, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? The number 1 overall pick, Jamarcus Russell. I don't even have to poll y'all on that. I'll just keep going. The number 2, the second quarterback in the first round was Brady Quinn. In 2000, that was 2007. That was that draft. Now 2008, number 3 overall, Matt Ryan. Matty Ice. Would you take Matt Ryan or Tua? Let me know in the comment section. Would you take Matt Ryan or Tua? Ron said Tua. Boy, you know who love Tua. You know the people that love Tua, boy. You really know the people that love Tua, boy. Matt. Tua. Matt. Anybody in their right mind will take Matt. Okay? Joe said Tua, baby. Hey, when you put that baby back there, you showed your fandom of him. So I get it. That's fine. How are you comparing them both? Oh, no. Because we are. We are. You know why we are? Because I agree with you. You can't compare them. But guess what? People are doing it. People are doing it. All those who are saying Tua, they're doing it. The ones who are saying Matt, they're just going with the whole, hey, he's been proven. Come on, man. But anywho, so especially for the people that would take Tua over him, then let's keep going. In that draft, Joe Flacco. 2009, Matthew Stafford. I want y'all to hold on to all the elite quarterbacks. When I name all these quarterbacks since 2007 in the first round, I want you to tell me at the end of this which ones are elite. We got Jamarcus Russell, Brady Quinn, Matt Ryan, Joe Flacco, Matthew Stafford, Mark Sanchez, Josh Freeman, Sam Bradford, Tim Tebow. Now that's elite, baby. Cam Newton, Jake Locker, Blaine Gabbert, Christian Ponder. Oh my gosh, do you see where I'm going with this? EJ Manuel. How was he the only quarterback selected in 2013? Keep going. Blake Bortles, Johnny Manziel, Teddy Bridgewater, Jameis Winston, Marcus Mariota, Jared Goff, Carson Wentz, Paxton Lynch. Sorry, we did a 10-year period. We did a 10-year period. The reason why they did a 10-year period because they didn't want to do anybody on their rookie deal because they wanted people to have a good sample size of at least 3 to 4 years of being in the NFL. What you think about them then? So can someone name to me out of all those quarterbacks who's elite? I ain't say good or okay. Who is elite? Who is elite? Let me count how many quarterbacks that was, by the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Oh, wait. I missed the group. I'm going to read it in a moment. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. That's 26 quarterbacks. Here's what I missed because we do have an elite in here or two, but y'all will argue with me about that. Andrew Luck, RG3, Ryan Tannehill, and Brandon Weeden. Out of all those quarterbacks, how many were elite? And these are first-round draft picks wasted by 26 teams. 26 teams invested their first overall pick on a quarterback, and out of all 26, how many of those guys are elite? How many? And I don't even have to go off of how many of them won. I'm not even going to mention how many of them won. Somebody said 3, maybe 4. Elite. One moment. Oh, I closed it out. Let me bring it back. One moment, guys. Just pulling up my groups. All right, here we go. All right, we're back. All right, let's see. There we go. TD, how many elite defensive players we drafted in the last 10 years in the first round? Who, the Dolphins, or are you saying the NFL? Are you talking about the Dolphins or the NFL? I don't know what you're referring to. The Dolphins? Oh, the Dolphins. How many elite defensive players have we drafted in the last, I think you said 10 years or something like that? 0. But are you mixing a team's stupidity? Are you mixing a team's stupidity with what's actually out there available? I tell you this, in the last 10 years, In this same 10-year period where there's 3 quarterbacks, maybe 3, I say 2. 2 quarterbacks out of 26 that you could even mention as possibly being elite, and that is possibly. You can name any position on the defense. Any position on the defense. And I bet you I can name at least 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10 that end up being elite in this 10-year period. Any position, not defensive players, because I can name probably 50 to 60, 70 of them. I could probably name 50, 60, 70 defensive players that was drafted in the first round who end up being elite. But if we're going specific defensive position, cornerbacks, I bet you I can name in the first round 6, 7, or 8 in the last 10 years that were drafted. Linebackers, same thing. Defensive ends, I could probably name 11. I could probably name 11. Yeah, not on our defense, but y'all are mistaking us making bad decisions with what's out there and available. You can't compare a ratio of all quarterbacks drafted in the first round with what we've drafted. Y'all got to keep the same energy. That argument is null and void. Y'all trying to basically make a singularity out of the Miami Dolphins and what we've done on defense. That's what you're trying to do. When this conversation with quarterbacks is about the whole league. About the whole league. As a matter of fact, you want to talk about how many on defense have we drafted that was good? We ain't even got to go with the whole league with the quarterback. If y'all want to take that energy, I'll say, what about just the Miami Dolphins? The quarterbacks the Miami Dolphins have drafted in the last 20 years. Is there any difference? Is there any difference? So I don't even get why I asked that. Why I asked that? It ain't making a point. Nobody drafting for the Dolphins but the Dolphins. I want us to draft well no matter the position. I agree. Do we have any elite players on our team now? Nick says no. I disagree, Nick. My answer to that would be I don't know. I don't know. Half of the ones that have the potential to be, they're young. I don't call anybody elite until they've done at least 3 years in the NFL. The other guys that I think are really good, I won't know if they're elite because NFL is a team sport. You got to have things around you to show everything that you can do. You can name to me right now the top cornerback in the NFL, whoever that is. You put him out there on an island and give the quarterback one-on-one battle. Quarterback, wide receiver, quarterback, wide receiver, cornerback. You can have the best cornerback out there. If the quarterback is told you're not going to have any pass rush, you got as long as you need to throw the ball, and all you got to do is communicate with the wide receiver. He'll probably have 100% completion percentage against the best cornerback in the NFL. Against the best cornerback in the NFL, he'll have 100% completion percentage. Because he got all day to throw the ball. Yeah, you're not open. Yeah, you're not open. Oh, there you go. You can't cover forever. You can't cover forever. So how am I supposed to say this player is elite when there's other attributes on the team that ain't allowing me to evaluate whether he is or not? So no, I don't know who's elite on our team. Not until we get the team that we ready to roll with, then we'll evaluate people. TD, for this to be fair, you have to do after Marino retired. Breeze, Big Ben, Manning, Rodgers, Carson, Palmer, Jimmy, Phillip, Wilson, Watson, Ryan, Flacco, etc. For it to be fair, I don't have to do after Marino because there's one factor you're not thinking about. It's called a CBA. It's called a CBA, collective bargaining agreement. Things have changed since many of those players, like Ben, Brady, Breed, blah, blah, blah. Things have changed. Now quarterbacks aren't getting the massive money to start out with. So teams back then could afford to put weapons around them, to put them in their best position possible. You know, back when quarterbacks were making 8% of the salary cap, and today you got quarterbacks making as high as 19% of the salary cap, reducing the talent around them. So you want me to go back? That's all good and dandy. There were some great quarterbacks back there, but those quarterbacks also had just about everything they needed around them, in comparison with the rest of the league, at least. In comparison with the rest of the league. So I get your point though. Because hey, at the end of the day, there's been some great quarterbacks, but my whole thing is this. That's why you see certain quarterbacks like a Matt Castle take over for Tom Brady and he still wins 11 or 12 games. I forgot which one it was. Y'all probably know better than me, but he still wins 11 or 12 games and goes into the playoffs. That's why you had a player like Matt Castle do stuff like that. That's why. That's why you have a Nick Foles who could step right into the Eagles lineup and do everything he did. That's why you have players like that that can do that. That's why you have a Jared Goff who may not be what people think, but he looks like it because look at the situation he's in. That's why you have that. That's why you have that. There's certain players you can drop into. Look, put it like this. Kansas City Chiefs. If Ryan Tannehill played for Kansas City Chiefs last year, I would be the first to say it doesn't mean that they were going to the AFC Championship game, but Ryan Tannehill was going to the playoffs. And that's my little disclaimer there. It does not mean they were going to the AFC Championship game, but Ryan Tannehill was going to the playoffs. I bet you he would be going to the playoffs. He may have not had 5,000 yards, 50 touchdowns, but he was going to the playoffs. You can say nope all you want. You can say nope all you want. That's just hate of Ryan Tannehill. But y'all act like only Patrick Mahomes would be able to take them to the playoffs. Playoffs versus Super Bowl, though. What does it matter, Mike? Neither of them went. Mahomes ain't go either. So if we're going to keep that energy, playoffs versus Super Bowl, though, Mahomes ain't go either. A lot of QBs can go to the playoffs. I agree with that, man. I agree with that. But what I'm saying to you, Mike, is the difference is he would go with Kansas City, but he wouldn't go with Miami. That's all I'm saying. A lot of quarterbacks would go to the playoffs like they did. But it's something to be said if he will go with Kansas City, but not Miami. And Nick said if Tanny didn't get hurt before the Pittsburgh playoff game, who knows what would have happened. I agree. That man went 8-3 that season before he got hurt with 5 games left. The man was 8-3. The first team we actually gave him protection and had a half decent defense. The first season. The one and only season. Outside of last year, I thought we were geared up for it. I ain't gonna lie. I thought we were geared up for it last year, but we had all them injuries. Offensive line went down, the left tackle and not the left tackle, but the center and the left guard went down. The both defensive tackles went down. It was just a mess last year. We didn't know where we were gonna find bodies last year. I thought last year was a repeat of that year that we lost to Pittsburgh in the playoffs when Matt Moore ran the ship. Ryan Tannehill went 8-3 that year before he got hurt. The first year he had a stud offensive line, a good running game, a wide receiver, and a half-decent defense. So back to the point at hand. If Ryan Tannehill was on the Chiefs last year, they would have made the playoffs. They would have made the playoffs. So my point in all this is saying, look at all these quarterbacks, man. First round picks. Look at all the misses by teams. Matter of fact, some of those teams are duplicate misses. Some of those teams are duplicate or triple misses. Some of those teams drafted a quarterback 2 times in all those 10 years, maybe even 3 times. Missing. Missing. If I was to give y'all 3 quarterbacks out of that list, 3 out of the 26, that's about 11 to 12%, somewhere around there. That's 12% of the quarterbacks you're going to hit on. Almost 1 out of every 10, according to that 10-year period, 1 out of every 10 was a success. Russell Wilson, Matt Ryan, Andrew Luck. That's all I give you. I don't give you none of the other of those guys. But I tell you what about that list? There's another, outside of those 3, there's another 8 that's good enough to get it done if you get everything around them. Who are those 8? Let's go. Joe Flacco, he's proven he did it. He did it. I don't know if I can say Matthew Stafford, man. I just don't know because they've been putting stuff around him. Or Sam Bradford. That's probably who I mean. Cam Newton did it. Good enough if you put everything around him. He proved it when everything was around him. RG3 was balling out when everything was around him, but they gave him the deal. He got his money, even though I'm dealing with them injuries and stuff. I think Ryan Tannehill was. Y'all would disagree. Teddy Bridgewater might be good enough. Just put everything around him. Jared Goff, proving it. Good enough if everything's around him. Carson Wentz, I'm not sold on him like everybody else, but I guess. That's 7. I debated the Marcus Mariota, but he a bum to me. I don't know why Tennessee just don't move on. Anywho, we need a stream discussion in TD. Tomorrow night, it's y'all opportunity. Tomorrow night, 10 p.m., we go late. It might be sometime we go 10 to 1 a.m. Come in at any point. Tomorrow night, everybody will have their opportunity to join the conversation, and you'll be able to set yourself up. You'll be able to come in live, show your face to people, and talk with me. Tell me your thoughts. Because it's so unfair when I got my opinion and y'all got to put y'all's in the chat. It's hard. It's hard doing that. I get it. That's why I'm giving y'all every Friday night on this channel. Come through. If you got something to say and you want to go toe-to-toe, put yourself out here so people can see you. Let's go. Let's go. But look at all those freaking quarterbacks, man. All these freaking quarterbacks. First round picks. And Rosen's way better than more than half of them. Hey TD, we can't go wrong with O line or D line. You forgot Carson Palmer. Palmer. Lord willing, I hope to join the live chat on tomorrow evening. I hope so, Donald. And I didn't forget Carson Palmer. I don't think I did. When was Carson Palmer drafted? I didn't forget him. This was from 2007. This was from 07 to now. I mean to 06 to 2016. What year and round was he drafted in? Because he's not falling into those parameters. Who was our last elite player? First of all, to even have the title elite, you're a Pro Bowler. You're going to be a Pro Bowler. Not a Pro Bowler, a Hall of Famer, I mean. You're going to be a Hall of Famer. Who is the last guy that we can say that he's going to be a Hall of Famer? It's a good question. Man, that's a great question. Because I don't even know if I could put Cam Wake in that. Hey, y'all think Cam Wake going to the Hall of Fame? Y'all think Cam Wake going to the Hall of Fame? It's a fair question. Don't come at me like, are you kidding me? That's actually a fair question. Was Cam Wake? Oh no. Man. Is Cam Wake going to the Hall of Fame? I think that's the fairest assessment, Dolphins 2021. He said Wake has a chance. For all y'all saying that absolutely, then you need to be more in tune with how the Hall of Fame works. You need to be more in tune with how the Hall of Fame works. Do not think that's a slam dunk. I'm debating whether he deserves it or not. And some of y'all saying slam dunk. See, ROMC said, why not? The only way I can answer that, RO, is by asking you why. Instead of why not, why would he? Read his history. But you can't just read his history, ROMC. You got to read his history compared to the current Hall of Famers at the position. That's the element you can't leave out. Because when you read his history compared to the current Hall of Famers at his position, you might not look at his history as good as you're looking at it right now. That's all I'm saying. It ain't me. I'm not knocking him right now. I love me some Cam Wake. I just was never connected with him as a Miami Dolphin because I always felt like it was just contractual for him. He didn't have that Dolphin. He didn't bleed that Dolphin blood. It was just like, hey, they signed him into another big deal. I'm happy to be here with y'all, you know? But if you go look at the other Hall of Famers at the defensive end position, man, bro, he won't even, I don't even think he's going to catch Jason Taylor in sacks. How many sacks Wake got, man? Let me look it up. Let me look it up. He has 100.5. 100 exactly 0.5. Not 105, it's 100.5. Let's look at Jason Taylor. I don't know why I don't already know this. I know it's like 140. He's like 138 or 140 or something like that. Hold on. I just like to be factual. I think it's 138.5 or something like that. Hold on. Yeah, he's 139.5. I was off by one. He's 139.5. Cam Wake got 39 more sacks to go. That's 4 elite seasons. 4 more elite seasons. 4 more elite seasons. And he probably will only need 2 elite seasons, and one of those elite seasons being a Super Bowl. It'll get him in. It'll get him in. But you definitely better have at least over about 127 these days. You got to have over about 130 maybe to get in now. You got to have over 130 to get in now. The only thing that supersedes your numbers is a ring, a Super Bowl. If he ends his career around 110, 115, and he got a Super Bowl and he was a big part of that, a major reason, he beasted that season. Those are the only things that can elevate you for the gap in the numbers that the other greats got. See, Jason Taylor's numbers had to be made without a Super Bowl. 139.5 being the 7th all-time highest is the parameter of to make the to make the Hall of Fame without a Super Bowl. You can take away 25 sacks from Jason Taylor and give him 1 ring, he still makes it. But Cam Wake in the same boat. No rings. No rings. He got to have the high. He got to be at the highest level. And let me tell you another reason why it would be really, 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 really hard for Cam Wake to get in. By the time he retires, all people going to be thinking about all the Khalil Macks of the world and all the defensive ends now that are going to get in if they keep at this pace. It's going to be hard for that man to get in. But I'm not going to say that he won't. I'm not going to say that he won't get in, but he's still got work to do. Yes, he is a success story, period. I agree. But do you know what a success story factor gives? Put it like this. I said that he can have 120 sacks with a Super Bowl to get in with his success story. Without the success story in the Super Bowl, he got to have at least probably 128. Let me tell you something. That success story of Cam Wake only buys him about 4 sacks when it comes to the Hall of Fame. It's like a 4 sack factor to me. I mean, he's a story, though, coming from the Canadian Football League, this and that and this. NFL, a player that came from that and made it in this as a dominant feature. That's just 4. That's like the total of 4 sacks. But a Super Bowl is the total of about 20 to 25 sacks. If you already reached the threshold of 100. You tripping, TD. Name a defensive end with 100 sacks never to get into the Hall of Fame. I think you're missing it. Let me say, I'm glad you said that. This is going to be a good insight. Y'all got to understand how my mind works and why I think the way I do. Why I think the way I do. Do you not think that the voters are going to look at the shift in the NFL and how things have gone lately as a factor when it comes to getting at the quarterback? Cam Wake's early career, defensive ends were still getting at the quarterback to a certain degree. They were still getting at the quarterback to a certain degree. He had a part of that. But now the more Hall of Famers at defensive end that are in the Hall of Fame setting a parameter, you have to almost exceed those things. You have to exceed those. You have to either match it or pass it. Let me see who the last defensive end to make the Hall of Fame. Matter of fact, let me just pull up the defensive end Hall of Famers. Should we get Chase Young? I would. Gosh, what's wrong with this? That's why we must draft Chase Young. TD, I don't think Kevin Green is in the Hall of Fame. All right, here we go. Let's see. Jesus. Bruce Smith had 200 sacks. 200. That is sick. Leslie O'Neal has 132.5 sacks. He's not in the Hall of Fame. Simeon Rice has 122, not in the Hall of Fame. Clyde Simmons, 121.5, not in the Hall of Fame. Oh, everybody, let me tell you where it stops. Let me tell you where it stops. What did I tell you? At 126.5 in 2009, Derek Thomas is in the Hall of Fame. 126 is about the cutoff. 126 is about the cutoff. Now, we got one with 125, but he's not eligible until 2023. We got another with 123, but he's not eligible to 2022. But now we're getting into all the 100 sack people who missed the mark. Simeon Rice, defensive end, 122, not in the Hall of Fame. Hold on, let's see. And is eligible, by the way. Who else we got? Clyde Simmons, been eligible for 30 years with 121.5, not in the Hall of Fame. And this is to the person that said, TD, what guy with 100 sacks ain't in the Hall of Fame? Oh, we going through it. This is what I'm saying. Some of y'all just be spitting stuff out. This guy been eligible for 20 years. Sean Jones, 113 sacks, not in. This guy been eligible for 15 years. Greg Townsend, 109.5, not in. This is an order of sack leaders. This one is a linebacker. We're not going with him. Trace Armstrong, defensive end. And y'all already know what time it is. You know he played for the Dolphins. 106 sacks, not in the Hall of Fame. Elvis Dumerville, eligible in 2023. Eligible in 2023. Hold on, let me. Well, I almost passed it. Hold on. Will Dumerville get in? Don't know. 100. He's eligible in 2023. Let's keep going. Neil Smith and Kevin Carter, both of them with 104.5. Neither of them are Hall of Famers. Been eligible. Y'all know Kevin Carter played for the Dolphins for 4 years. I'm trying to see somebody who's still in the Hall of Fame that don't have as many. Hold on. And I want to see why, if they're a Super Bowl type player. Jim Jeffcoat, 102.5, not in. Here we go. Finally, finally a defensive end with just 100.5 sacks. That's in the Hall of Fame. And he's a linebacker / defensive end. Charles Haley. And you want to know why he's in the Hall of Fame? Like I was sitting here making the point to teach you, trying to teach some of y'all. He's a 5-time Super Bowl champion, a 5-time Pro Bowler, a 2-time first team, a 2-time in defensive player of the year, Cowboys Ring of Honor, San Francisco 49ers Hall of Fame. Come on, man. That's my point. He the 5-time Super Bowl champ. You see what you got to have to make up for it? If you got 100 guys, these 120 sack guys ain't in the Hall of Fame. So let me ask one more time with the updated football history lesson. Now let's see what answers we gonna get. Is Cam Wake going to the Hall of Fame? Yes or no in the comment section. If he stopped playing today, matter of fact, is he going to the Hall of Fame? I still think he can get in. He needs a Super Bowl, and he needs at least he need to pump out 3 seasons of 10 sacks each to put him at about 130 and add a Super Bowl. He can hit 130 without a Super Bowl, and it's still going to be hard for him to get in. He can hit 130 without a Super Bowl, and it still might be hard for him to get in. Let's see what these guys got that's 126 sacks that's in the Super Bowl. Let's see if they got in. I mean, that's in the Hall of Fame. How many Pro Bowls does Cam Wake have, by the way? I don't remember. How many Pro Bowls does Cam Wake have? Anybody remember how many Pro Bowls Cam Wake have? And all y'all naming other players, I'm actually talking about defensive ends right now is what we were talking about. Cam Wake, I don't know, probably around 5. He ain't got enough. I already know he ain't got enough. 5, I think. Here's why. The guy with 126.5 sacks, he's a 9-time Pro Bowler for Kansas City. 3-time first team All-Pro, 3-time second team All-Pro, NFL Man of the Year in 93, NFL Defensive Rookie of the Year in 89, NFL Sack Leader in 90, NFL 1990s All-Decade Team. NFL record. This is another thing that elevates you in the Hall of Fame. He holds the NFL record for sacks in one game with 7. Come on, man. You see what you got to have? Even with 126.5, you got to have a resume like that just to get in. What about this guy with 128? Now, he a linebacker. We ain't worried about him. We skipping on linebackers. We talk about defensive ends. Defensive ends. Everybody else is above 133. No. It's 136 or better. 136 or better is what you got to have with a good resume. Anything other than that, you got to be the leader of all time or something. You got to be this and that. Man, you know what? Kenway can't go into the Hall of Fame. Kenway can't go into the Hall of Fame. I'm convinced now this man probably got to pump out 2 Super Bowls and be a major part of it. Matter of fact, he got to go to the Pro Bowl in them 2 seasons as well. Matter of fact, he need another one, maybe 1 All-Pro. Kenway can't go into the Pro Bowl. I mean, Hall of Fame. Y'all know what I mean. Kenway was a great player, but not a Hall of Famer. I agree. But it's sad, though, because if you would just think to yourself, what if we had another defensive end opposite of him, making his life even easier? Making his life even easier. Jay Scully, I'm 34. I'll be 35 in January, man. The big 3-5. That sucks, man. It sucks, boy. You know when you got good talent that made itself out of all the odds, and you would like to see a player like Kenway get that green jacket, boy. Come on now, let's keep it real. You would like to see him get it. Why I'm saying the green jacket like it's golf. It's the yellow jacket, right? It's the yellow jacket. Gold jacket, whatever. You'd like to see him get it, but man, it's going to be hard for him to get it, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be real hard. Not likely, but it can be done. Can't wait. 4 years, put up 40 more sacks. That's probably what it's going to be. You need another 10 this year, 10 next year. I mean, you need a total of 13 this year because you need 10 more this year because you already got 2.5. You need 10, 10, 10, 10. TD, do you see Taco Charlton becoming somebody with us? I really do. I really do. That's what I'm saying. Julian, you took familiar, just don't know from where. That's why I said why not. Wake ain't Hall of Fame, but he could have been if we had a better team. A guy like that's supposed to be on a team that's winning. Can't put feelings over stats. You sure can't, because guess what? The people voting sure don't. It's going to happen, TD. Keep hope. Maybe if one of those induction when he old and gray. No, it ain't gonna happen. I mean, not like that. It's not going to happen like that. He's going to come and go. He's going to come and go. And plus, man, I ain't the one that got to keep hope for Cam Wake. I told y'all already. I was never invested 100% in Cam Wake. I admired his talent, but as far as a Miami Dolphin all time, and they better not put him in the Ring of Honor. Nope. Nope. I don't support that. I don't. I'm sorry. Y'all may disagree, but I don't. Y'all got to understand, I'm a fan of Cam Wake. I love what he did for us. But it just rubs me the wrong way. Every single time we renewed that contract, he sat at that desk and he said the exact words that irked me every time. I guess I got a few more years over here. The hell you mean you guess? Basically, they offered me a lot of money, so I'll stay. I just never felt he was connected to us. I just never felt it. He did it 2 times in a row. That's what made me mad, man. I remember the first time he got that deal. After he showed out and we were like, he earned it. We re-signed and can't wait. I guess I got a few more years over here, Miami. And I was like, huh? And years later, I'm like, okay, he coming up to the new deal. And I was actually looking out to see what he says. I was actually waiting to see what he said. The same thing. I guess I got more time over here. I'm a reader. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm a reader of words. I read your words. And that didn't tell me connection. It told me money. It told me money. It told me money, and I just never liked that. I got rubbed the wrong way. Still rooted for him, still cheered for him, still supported him. But as far as being a Miami Dolphin through and throughout, hey, he was on the team. He'll always be a Miami Dolphin to us. But at the end of the day, man, I would be upset they put him in that Dolphin Hall of Fame, Ring of Honor, and all that, man. No. I don't think that's appropriate. Just don't. I really don't. I don't care that he got 5 Pro Bowls. I just don't. See, you start diluting that ring. You start diluting the value of that ring. You got, man, I get off that subject. That's my own personal feeling about it. It's my own personal feeling about it. As long as Zach Thomas getting the Hall of Fame, I'm good. I agree. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to sit here and say he was a slam dunk. He should have already been in. But people can debate his Hall of Fame induction. But at this point, he definitely should be in. Hey, babe. No, not at all. Yeah, I'm done streaming in about 15. Huh? Oh, I am. That's what I'm going to do. I said that's what I'm going to do. Bye-bye. Awesome. Man, yeah, he garbage. How about Tannehill? Man, Tannehill first ballot, baby. First ballot. Tannehill ain't making nothing. Tannehill ain't got a shot to make nothing meaningful at this point. In order for Tannehill to make the Hall of Fame, Mariota got to get hurt today. Tannehill got to win the next 7 Super Bowls, and it'll be what it is. He got to go win the next 7 Super Bowls and play like Brady's best games ever in all of them. Man, and that would be just to make it be second ballot. He's not a Hall of Fame linebacker. I don't know about that. I think he is a Hall of Fame linebacker. I think Zach Thomas is a Hall of Fame linebacker. I really do. He will be in the Ring of Honor. He has a hard. Wait, he was a hard worker. To be honest, people love Wake here. Oh no, Wetson. I actually know he's going to be in the Ring of Honor. I just feel like that's why I gave that disclaimer. It's just my personal feeling. You know, I didn't like that. I want people to bleed Dolphin blood. See, there's a difference from being a hard worker for the Dolphins or being a hard worker just for yourself. Now, ain't nothing wrong with that. You know, you should be doing everything for yourself, but y'all know what I'm saying. You know, you could just hug Jason Taylor. You could hug him, man. Can't wait. Like, what's up, man? You know? You knew Jason Taylor was a Dolphin. When he in the public, he displaying his Dolphin pride. He talking about his team. Tell me when you ever seen Ken Wake talking about his team other than a press conference after a game. That's all I'm saying, man. You like for your Ring of Honor people, your Hall of Fame people to be your people. That's all. That's all I'm saying, man. I get it, though. He's going to make the freaking ring. He's going to make it. How does he not? He's going to make the freaking ring. I'm just saying. You have to use the same criteria you use for Wake. No, you're right. Poseidon, with Zach, I do have to use the same criteria as Wake, and if I was to use that criteria, he wouldn't get in because of the lack of Super Bowls and stuff like that. The problem I have with the Zach Thomas situation is he impacted a game in ways the numbers wouldn't show all the time. And even the greatest Hall of Famers that were on the old line that weren't even Miami Dolphins are coming out saying, that's the guy who made them work harder. That's the guy who definitely should be in. Let me ask you something. Do you think somebody's going to stand on the podium and vouch for Cam Wake? That guy's supposed to be in the Hall of Fame. He worked me every year. No, that ain't going to happen. It's a different, monstrous, fearful demeanor about it. That's the problem with the Zach Thomas situation. If you didn't watch him and you didn't soak in his greatness, you wouldn't understand why he should belong in the Hall of Fame as a voter. The impact he had that don't show up in the numbers. The other teams having to game plan against him every game. They had to game plan against him every game. TD, search up Urlacher compared to Zach Thomas. It looks close. Terrell, I did a video on it about 3 months ago, man. Everything we're talking about now with Zach Thomas, I actually made a video about why he belongs in the Hall of Fame. I already brought up Urlacher's stats, how they are like brutally similar, outside of the fact that Zach actually has more tackles, I believe. Like, in some areas, Zach is just better, but at the end of the day, what does Urlacher have that Zach Thomas doesn't have? You see what I mean? What does Urlacher have that Zach Thomas doesn't have? Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Y'all let me know in the comment section. What does Urlacher have that Zach Thomas doesn't? Super Bowl ring. And was a major part of it. What did I just tell y'all if I was to use the same energy with Cam Wake? What did I just tell y'all? What did I just tell y'all? Super Bowl is going to supplement a good chunk on your resume. You automatically got a 15% kicker just for winning the Super Bowl. 10% kicker, but if you were a major part of it, 15 to 20% off top. The biggest travesty of all time is the fact that Dan Marino, Jason Taylor, and Zach Thomas does not have a Super Bowl. Dan Marino with one Super Bowl would still be considered at least the second greatest quarterback of all time. I have him number one, but y'all already know. I mean, I ain't going to be that much of a hater. Brady is the best quarterback of all time now. I remember about 10 years ago, I had Manning over Brady. I had Peyton Manning over Brady. No, Dan Marino is the best. He is. He is. I know Dan Marino is the best. It just sucks when you haven't really been able to see the best in the biggest games of all time consistently. It really sucks when you miss out on that opportunity. Mm. Urlacher never made a Super Bowl. He won a Super Bowl. He made a Super Bowl. I know, but what I'm saying is you're right, actually. Please forgive me for even saying that, actually agreeing with somebody. The point is, why did that Bears team make the Super Bowl? Why did that Bears team make the Super Bowl? What was the highlight of the Bears team? And who was one of the leaders on that team? A big name attributable to that team. Oh, don't get me wrong. I know about the Devin Hester love, man. I was in college back then, and Devin Hester was running back them Super Bowl kicks and stuff, man. Y'all stop, man. Y'all know that defense. Y'all naming all kind of people. It was that defense, man. Stop that mess. Y'all know it was that defense. I know it wasn't all Brian, but what I am telling you was he was a major part. We know it wasn't all Brian, but when you have the numbers you have and you are a major part, you get that kicker. He didn't listen. He got, you know how I say you win a Super Bowl, you get like a 10% kicker, and if you were a major part, you get by 17% kicker. Even in a loss, being a major part of your team getting there gives you at least like a 6-7% kicker, man. It gets you in. It gets you in. That's the point. And that's why people are arguing about Zach Thomas. When you say that Bears D, name 3 players on that Bears D, 80% of the people going to name Urlacher first. And he's going to be in 100% of the people's top 3. That's all I'm saying. It's tough. It's tough, man. He was the most popular Bears player too. Exactly. But y'all know, y'all can't be naive to the fact that Hall of Fame is also popularity too. Numbers and popularity. Recognition. Did you have the eye of the people at the time? Did you have the eye of the people? Were the fans raving for you? Did they buy your jerseys more than a lot of people's? There were Urlacher jerseys everywhere in Chicago. That's how it goes, y'all. But at the end of the day, we're coming to a close. I want to thank y'all for tuning in to the midday show of TD Phins Talk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. Don't forget to check me out on Twitter at TD Phins Talk. Instagram is TD Phins Talk. And YouTube. Subscribe to the channel. Also, my Facebook page is TD Phins Talk as well, ladies and gentlemen. Monday through Friday, don't forget to tune in the morning with us. We've been having some good times. I love the morning show. It's called Wake Up with TD. Come hang out with me in the morning. 6:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we do. Tonight, if you want to catch me and the fam, we'll be live for Thursday Night Football. We'll be on Down with the Dowls. That is our family channel. So make sure you go check it out. Once again, that is Down with the Dowls. Dowes, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! Don't forget tomorrow night, if you want your voice to be heard on your opinions with the Miami Dolphins and so many other subjects, tune in to the late night stream at 10 p.m. and it can run as long as we want it to. Let me stop lying, as long as I wanted to. It might be midnight. It might be 1 a.m. As long as we're having fun, baby. But be prepared to show your face on the screen if you're going to be tuned in. If you tune in on the Friday night shows and you're doing a good job at least 2 weeks in a row, we might want to invite you over to the Tuesday panel discussion. Just saying. Opportunity is all around you. It's up to you to take it. Here at TD Phins Talk, we love everybody, especially you, and you, and you, and you, and you, and you, and you. Every single one of y'all we love. And all we're asking in return is for you to love everyone as well. We breed love and positivity over here, no matter the ups, the downs, the turnarounds. It's all good, y'all. Don't forget to check my sister's channel out. Go to my community tab. She posted her first 1-minute video. If y'all want to do me a favor, go over to that and show her some love. Let her know it's coming from TD Phins Talk. And put a comment in her comment section. Let her know how her work is. If you like what she does, put it in the comment section. She does designs and decor. She did a very nice tablescape recently. It's called Bon Appetit. It is a Halloween theme. So go take a look at it. Let her know TD sent you. Do me that much of a favor. Show me some love, man. Just want my sister to know that I love her and I support her. So y'all please go over. Oh, you messing up my music. Get out of here. Trying to mess up my music. I was vibing. Listen, y'all. I'm about to get out of here. But peace, love, and happiness. I love y'all. I hope y'all having a blessed day. Hopefully y'all come over to our other channel tonight and vibe with us. We're going to be relaxing, chilling. I don't know. We might be eating some tacos tonight. We'll see if we have time. Hey, I don't want me. Hey, come on now. You don't want me to start dancing now. Back it up on them. Hey. No shame in my game. We got the Seattle Seahawks versus the Rams tonight. It should be a good one. I start my fantasy dominance this week. Beware, all you haters. What a good day. Great show this morning. Don't forget to go check it out. Great midday show, just vibing with y'all. I had things on the agenda, but I might start them tomorrow because we were just vibing. And y'all be on the lookout for this album, man. My boy Matt, he knows how to make some good music, man. This is his music right here, man. And I just keep vibing to it. Probably gonna play it on every stream now, at the beginning and the end. Woo! Oh, you funny, TD. Only on Thursdays, man. I'm a little boring the other days. Insanity 5 with her little hate in the comment section. I'm not even gonna read. Julian said tacos for dinner. Yes, man. Taco Thursday. Oh, man. I love y'all, man. I'm about to get out of here. Peace, love, and happiness, like I always say, y'all. Appreciate your love and support. Share the videos. We're on our road to 6,500 subscribers. We are almost there. We got to hit 6,300 first. We got about 35 more to go. Y'all help me get there, guys. Y'all help me get there. Let other people know about the channel. Get other people to subscribe to the channel. We can get to 6,300, guys. Anywho, love y'all. Peace.